welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Ivy, and today we have classroom setup part 2, day 3. I'm up here. It is Friday evening. Actually, it's a little after 4 o'clock, and I am primarily going to work on my library today. So I think I talked about it in the last video, but this whole black shelf in the back is going to be my library. So I'm going to level these 6 baskets plus that flat, and I'll go over there and show you a little bit closer. I need to level those, find the quiz number and level them for accelerated reader quizzes. And all of my books, which consist of, I'll show you, which consist of these top 2 shelves. Oh, I'm about to pull this over. So there's like 3 sections this big, 2 shelves tall, deep, tall. Yeah. Those are already all labeled and leveled and have the quiz number and everything. And by that, if you don't know what I mean, so the book level, which means like 3rd grade, first month, how many points, half a point, and then here's the quiz number. So my students will not read a book if they cannot test on it, because they like getting AR points because they get prizes and stuff for AR points. We have competition school-wide for AR points. They get like recognized, they get a piece of candy. That's literally it, but they get so excited about it. At our monthly assembly, the principal recognizes the class and the people with the most AR points. Plus, amongst the 4th grade teachers, we have a competition. And so I think I mentioned it last time that my whiteboard, which they did not get my boards moved, which it's fine. Ooh, I wonder if they get my outlet moved. No, they did not work in my class the last 2 days, which is fine. I told them I wouldn't be back till like next Wednesday. So yeah, this was an impromptu trip up here. Did I tell you what day it is? It's Friday evening. I just had to go to town to pick up a prescription. So I'm like, my family's all busy, so I'm going to come do some class setup. Anyhow, on that whiteboard that's up there, that's going to move over here, that is a terrible whiteboard that doesn't erase very well, to refresh your memory if you don't remember from the last video. Oh my goodness, long story long. The AR goals will live on there. So I have to level, I keep mixing those 2 words up. I just talked about it on my weekly vlog too. I have to level and label all of these books. So a 3rd grade teacher retired and left literally, had to have been 1,000 books. I took a lot, maybe I'll count them as I'm going, but these 6 baskets, sorry, full of books, very few chapter books, mostly picture books, but honestly, they love these. It's a quick read. If we just have 10 minutes at the end of a class period, I'm like, go grab a book and read. That's something they can get through and test on, and they may not get through very much of a chapter book, right? And so some kids need that like instant gratification, finish a book, test on it, whereas other kids can hang with a chapter book a lot longer, reading small chunks at a time. Some kids can dedicate, like, they're better off if they can dedicate a longer period of time. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's those books. So those 6 baskets right there. And then this big old flat of books. So on Facebook Marketplace earlier this summer, I found a lady that had a flea market booth that was going out of business. And so I got 100 books for $50. Pretty dang good deal. And it's some good stuff. I mean, there's Jigsaw, Jones, the Littles. Hang on, I'll just turn it around and show you. These are all Jigsaw Jones, the Littles, Miles Morales. They love those kind of books, you know, like if it's like relates to a movie or something that they are interested in, you know. This looked fun, Stranded. It's like Jeff Probst, Hostess Survivor. I'm like, why can't I think of it? He wrote some books, so that's fun. Some Duck Dynasty books. A lot of them are incomplete series, but like I have 1, 2, and 3, no, I have 2, 3, and 4. So maybe I can find book 1 somewhere. I have Kingdom Keepers book 2. So I need to find the other books. Some Indiana Jones, Ivy and Bean. Ooh, these were cool. Like famous historical figures. Some Jack Sparrow books. Like, that's cool. Let's see. I feel like I found some more Jack Sparrow books. Where are those? Tinkerbell books, Clementine, Anna and Elsa, Guardians of Ga'Hoole, Judy Moody, some more Tinkerbell books. So again, books that it's like common interest. They know the stories, but it's like a continuation. They love that kind of stuff, or in my experience anyway. Oh yeah, some like Calendar Kids, Calendar Mysteries, A to Z Mysteries. So anyway, good stuff. Going to help build my library. I'm glad that I found all those chapter books. And then again, a lot of these are just picture books. I have a lot of picture books, but I also have a good chunk of chapter books down below, down there. So anyway, those are everything that's existing on my shelf is all leveled and labeled. So I just need to work on these. And so that's what I'm going to do today. So I think I'm going to work for about 2 hours and see how much I can get done. Oh no, this might have been a bad idea. God, I'm on my hip. But I'm just going to sit here at my desk. I can scan them on my phone, but sometimes honestly it takes longer because it doesn't come up and then I have to do it twice. But if I just do it on my computer, I can type really fast. So I probably will film a little bit time lapse, but you're not going to want to watch me level and label books for 2 hours. But that's all I'm doing today. So it may be pretty uninteresting anyway. That's why this is part 2 and not just day 3, because it's going to consist of multiple days. My next steps after I get them all leveled and labeled will of course be to move those desks, take everything off the bookshelf, and figure out some kind of library system. Honestly, right now, it's going to be by level, and that is all. I know a lot of teachers that do like by subject, by author, or by a million other different categories that you could do it by, and I just don't have the capacity right now to do that. My first year of teaching, I think we will be just as successful just having all the books out there and they just filter through them, have a book return like I've done the last 3 years, and just put the books back myself, and we will survive at least the first portion of the year once I get my student teaching done. By the way, I took my praxis today. I think I passed. Probably by the skin of my teeth, but I do believe I passed. The unofficial scores come up at the end of the test and they were all passing. So praise the Lord. Oh, I kind of didn't expect that, to be honest. The last couple of days have been pretty rough. So I was kind of distracted going into this, but I think the Lord brought me through and I made it. So anyway, goodness, I've chatted on far long enough. Let's get some work done. I'm going to run myself out of time anyways. So I've got 3 baskets over here. Let's see how many we can get through and how quickly. Sorry, it's going to be loud because the air's on, but I remember this book so vividly from when I was a kid. I don't know if we had this book. Mama, you can probably tell me. Did we have this book or did I get it from the library or what? But I remember it so much and I am so happy to have it now in my collection. And the illustrations, literally, I just remember everything about this book. Totally forgot about it for, I don't know, 42 almost. So, 30 years, a good 30 years at least. And I don't know, it just all flooded back to me. So, yeah. Sweet book. Anyway, it's probably enough time lapse. It was like 30 seconds worth or something like that. But so far, I've gone through 1 basket and I'm very pleasantly surprised at how many of them are 4th grade books. So that makes me very happy. I was afraid because so many were picture books, they would be like lower. So far, more 4th grade level than any other. Hallelujah. Still a lot to go. 1 basket down, well, 1.5. And so that means 4.5 to go. All right, y'all, I am done. Stayed way later than I planned. I'm filming 2 videos right now, my weekly vlog and this one. So I don't know if I said I was gonna leave at 6, but it's 7:13, so 7:15 now because I talked for a few minutes. But I did get done. At some point I was like, I'm close. I might as well just finish. And so I decided to. So I'm gonna turn you around and show you what I've got. I've got them sorted by grade level. So that's nice. And again, I said it earlier, I'm so excited how many of them are 4th grade books, lots of 5th grade books, lots of 3rd grade books. Let me just show you. Okay, thankfully only 4 first grade books. This is second grade books, so not even a full thing, so that's good. I will have lower readers, so it's going to be great to have some lower level books that they can grab something too. These are all third grade level books, lots of new chapter books that are third grade, so that's exciting. Still lots of picture books too. I don't think I mentioned it, but most of what I have is like pre-K through third grade level books. I have pretty good handful of pre-K, and then I have, so level 1 is more like kindergarten, first grade. I have a lot of those, kindergarten, first grade level, and then second grade and a lot of third grade. So I think the majority of what I have though is second grade level. Again, I worked with third and fourth graders, and most of them were on second grade level as Title I teacher. I don't know if I've told you in this video, but I was a Title I teacher. This is my first year as a classroom teacher, and I will be teaching fourth grade. So there you go. So again, I will have lower readers. So second and third grade books are great to have in abundance. Fourth grade, and fourth grade. All of these books are fourth grade. So that is very exciting to have that many. And then this is fifth grade. And then this few right here are sixth grade. So yeah, I'm so excited to have so many new books added to my library. And I'm thankful that I decided to go ahead and come in and get them leveled, because that means when I come in next week, I can just work on my library, and that's going to be fantastic. I think there's books in at least 1, if not 2 or 3 of those boxes up there. But again, I'm not digging. I'll find them then, and then I'm only have to level a handful instead of all of these. So I am going to do a quick count, and I'll put it on the screen. Well, no, I'm just going to tell you. I'll count them and then I'll tell you. All right, 230 books added to my library. So yay, that's so exciting. I don't know why I wanted to count. I just didn't know how many I had. So that means I got 130 from the the retired teacher. So anyway, it's so exciting. So next time we're back, it'll be the same video, but we're going to work on the library. So for now, I'm going to go home, and I will see you in a few days. Well, a few seconds for you, but a few days for me. Okay, I lied. A few seconds for you and a few seconds for me, because I just want to put my shoes on. I have my shoes off. And I was like, oh, I need to grab my stuff. Y'all, I got a gift in the mail today. I already opened it on my weekly vlog, but a sweet subscriber bought some things off of my Amazon wish list and more. And so I'm going to show you guys too, because it's very pertinent, and I'm sure that you all will appreciate it just as much as the people that watch my weekly vlog. So let me find a decent spot to prop you against all these books we just took care of. That's not too terrible. Okay, so the first thing here is a tote bag, and it says the influence of a great teacher can never be erased. I love it so much. It's like literally just, I'm so blessed. I can't even get over it. Some of these things I need to leave here. But the little notes from Alicia. Enjoy your gift. Thank you for the service you provide for young minds through all you do, and have a great year of teaching. Thank you for sharing your world with us. From your YouTube subby, Alicia. Alicia, I love you. I'm so excited. I'm just blessed. I can't even. So she got me some sticky tack that was on my Amazon wish list, which will come in very handy when I start decorating here in a vlog or two. You'll see. Some fine point dry erase markers. I prefer these. I'm a big writer, so when I'm working with my students on they're all across the room, but the small whiteboards, the student size ones, I like using a smaller marker because it just makes it easier for me to get more on the board. When I write on the big board, I'm big and bold. And then Ticonderoga, because these are the absolute best. I just can't even express how blessed I am. So blessed and grateful. What else? Oh, my keys are in there. So anyhow, those things are going to stay here, and this stuff is going home with me, because this will be my new going back and forth bag, and I just love it so much. So I had to share with y'all too. And if you are so interested, my Amazon wish list is always in my description box. So just figured I would throw that out there since I'm talking about it anyway. Okay, now I'm going to shut my computer down and get on out of here. So again, see you in a few days / few seconds. All right, welcome back. Classroom setup day, I almost said 4. We are on day 4, I believe. part 1 was day 1 and 2. Part 2 here is going to be day 3 and 4 and maybe 5. Who knows how long it's going to take me to get enough content for another, because my main goal today is to work on my library. It is Saturday. I ended up having a free day unexpectedly. My plans changed for the day, so I figured I just probably better come up here. My goal, and I don't think I've talked about this, is to have my classroom set up before we come back. I have to be here August 8th and 9th for new teacher orientation. I have not talked about it in this video, but I am a first year 4th grade teacher. I have been a paraprofessional Title I teacher for the last 3 years. So I have worked in the school district. I had a classroom, but this is my first gen ed 23 student at one time classroom. I actually had more students doing Title I than I will have here, but not all at the same time and for only 15 to 30 minutes at a time. Anyhow, I digress. My goal is to get my library tackled today. All the books that I leveled are still sitting over on my table/desk area. But my goal is to have my classroom set up before teacher in-service week, which again, I have to come back 2 days before teacher in-service week anyhow, so that on in-service week I can actually just do planning and getting things ready for actual, student work. And I'm not worried about classroom setup, decoration, stuff like that. I can actually just work on the functionality of my classroom and like schoolwork and all of that. I will also say I was editing video, and this is loud in person, but man, when the air conditioner on, it is loud on video. So I do apologize for that. And I don't love that it's right there by my teacher desk where I need to sit and work. Of course, I won't be teaching from there very often unless I'm having to operate the smartboard or slides or whatever. For the most part, I will be just using my clicker and working from this area, which gets me further away from the noise, but gracious, it's loud. So, okay, that's enough chit chat. Let's get started. I need to move all of these desks out of the way and formulate some sort of plan, because at the moment I have zero plan for what I want my library to look like, function like, nothing. So let's move the desks, and then we can actually see what we have to work with, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm done for now. I've landed. There's a few more right there. Those are the 6th grade books. I need to put those down there. Let me turn this around and show you my system for the moment. I don't love it, but I hate it less than I don't love it. Does that make sense? Like, I think I can live with it for now to get started with the school year. Maybe I'll make some labels so the kids kind of know, because not all of my books are like color dotted. So I should probably do that. But yeah, I have way more third grade books than anything. But again, that's not a horrible thing. They're just not reading on grade levels explicitly. But again, they don't read a ton of books in here. I don't know if I've even ever said that. It's just if they need a book and it's not library day or whatever, and they can't go exchange their book from the library or whatever. So anyway, long story long, let's turn this around. Let me talk through it with you. You can tell me what you think. Is this going to work? Is it going to fail? We'll see. All right, so let's just look at it as a whole. Again, I don't love it, but I don't have all the book bins. I mean, I do have quite a few of like these bins, the square ones here. Oh, this needs to find a home. This is like antique books, fun ones to kind of look at. But anyway, let me get back to this. So I decided, let's zoom in. I decided to do more of what they'll use kind of in reach. So this is all fourth grade level. The whole shelf is third grade level. So it's a whole section more than the fourth grade. But yeah, so fourth grade, third grade, fifth and sixth grade right here. So I actually wait, it stops right there. Right here, I actually have more of those than I thought I was going to. And then that small little stack over there of the picture books I need to add, but not too terrible. Those are all Hardy Boys books. And then those are like classroom sets of books, Lemonade War, Holes, and Charlotte's Web. Not that we are planning to read any of those. They just are here. So they're just there. Okay. And then this is second grade all the way to here. And then this is first and below. So I had those down there and I thought, well, I was trying to put them like as far out of reach as possible, but it's okay. They're okay right there. It doesn't bother me that bad. These books all right here are untestable, so they may just be fun for kids to look at or something. Those are like comic books and coloring books. Those are like class resource type of books. So like holiday type of books, dictionaries, that kind of thing. And then I moved all my free time / indoor recess stuff over here because I did not like the clutter, and visually like walking into the classroom, obviously there's going to be desks and stuff, but now I'm back here at the door. Like that's kind of the thing you see. So for me, it was going to be like moving it over and kind of hiding it behind the table. But also I don't know. I did not want it there. It was causing me some stress. So that is much more hidden back there. Obviously all those bins on the table are not going to stay there, but I feel way better about that. Now, is fun stuff with learning stuff a bad idea? I don't really know, but I feel okay about it for now. Oh yeah, those are all my encyclopedias. Didn't talk about that. I do have a set of encyclopedias. Probably will never ever use them, but who knows? We'll see. And then I didn't talk about this earlier, but if you watched last week's classroom setup video, you will have seen that there were 4 beanbags, one big Joe chair and 3 beanbags. So I combined all the beanbags into the big Joe chair, and he's nice and full now instead of flat. So he could use a tiny bit more stuffing up top, but for now he's kind of good. And I think I'm going to move my chair up there, and that's going to be my like read aloud chair. We can't have anything in front of that cabinet because if they need to get into it, but that more means like I can't put my desk over there. I said cabinet, door, like the utility door there. That's where the heat and air unit is. Like basically I couldn't put my desk there, but because that chair it's very lightweight. Like I could go over there and pick it up with one hand. I think it would be okay. I don't think they would get upset about it being there. So I think I'm going to put it there. And see how that goes. I also hate those headphones over there, but now that this is cleared off, I might be able to use some of these taller bins that will hide them better and put over there. So that's what I'm thinking next is I'm going to use these bins, which literally I just used to move. So this is my reward system that I don't know if I'm even going to use this year. It was called Mrs. Ivy's Classes Poppin'. Every time they would do something, they would get a marble in their jar. Once their jar was full, we would get a class reward. So maybe I could do table groups. Maybe I just use one bigger container, and once it's full, the whole class as a whole gets a reward, or I just don't even use it at all. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, honestly. Anyway, these all baskets just got used for moving stuff. This is just like random stuff that I can probably sort into that thing. I haven't even hardly opened it other than to put more stuff in there, but it's mostly like math manipulatives. That's like weights, probably for science. I think the bottom drawers maybe science stuff. No, it looks like division flashcards. So it's like math and science curriculum manipulatives. And again, I don't have a plan yet for all of those drawers up there, but probably just extra supplies. So I could like sort all of this stuff into there. And then just kind of label it all with like fun, colorful labels. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And then I would basically eliminate all of this stuff right here. And again, this is just like, well, that's more free time stuff. And I have even more free time stuff over there. So again, I don't love this over here, but I could probably, okay, that's probably what I'll do. Move that because that's more of like arts and crafts stuff. Move it somewhere, maybe over there on the floor. I don't know. And put more bins over there. Okay. I don't know yet. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Talking through things sometimes helps, but not always. So I think I'm going to move that paper again for like the third time. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just move this thing because my brain needs to know if that's where it's going to stay or not. So let's take those books down, the book bins all off of there, and move that over and see if I want that for my calm corner. Okay, I don't like anything. I think that's best like that, but I don't know what to do. I might ask if I can put my Chromebook cart up there because it's on wheels. That can be easily wheeled out of the way if they need to get into that cupboard. Because that would be a great solution if it could go there. And then I have my little rolly cart here that right now just has a bunch of crap on it, but I thought about moving it back here, and then that kind of evens it up because I'll have that little thing, and then I can put more reading buddies. So I'd have reading buddies on both sides. And then I also have just this big blank spot, which we can kind of utilize, I guess, as the calm down corner. I don't know. It was way too tight putting it side by side. I don't know if you could really tell, but it was like barely a kid size. And I didn't really like that over here because of the height of it, but also what if maybe I should take those boxes off the top. The reason they're there is because I don't know why they're there. It's just a bunch of extra boxes. I don't know. I haven't noticed. Did the other teachers take their stuff out of their boxes? I don't know. I don't know why there's so many extra boxes, but I don't know. I just don't know what I don't know, and I'm just like stressing out a little bit. The next thing I don't know is, well, that doesn't matter. That's decoration, and I just don't want to deal with that yet. But am I going to put my reading mural thing up above my library, which is where it's always been, or do I want to put it here as like a feature when you walk in the room? I don't know. I still don't know. Okay. What I do know is I'm not moving that black cabinet. And that's good because I did not want to move it for a third time. So I think I'm gonna scoot that blue one back over here, take the stuff off the top, take the stuff off the top of here too, just so I can visually see it where it actually would look like, and see if that helps me decide anymore. So let's do that and go from there. Okay, I think I don't hate this. I really like this big corner being clear. Spider. And I can either make this my calm down corner or like an activity corner or something like that. And there is a table over there. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this. With everything off of it, it just gives me a better visual and I like it a lot better. So, okay, I'm gonna put all the bins back on and I'm gonna put those bins somewhere else just so that I don't have to look at them until I figure out if I can throw them away or if I have to keep them or whatever. And then I will go through those other bins, those red bins behind you, and clear them out one by one and then start sorting them over here. And then I'm gonna feel better about that. And little bits of progress being made. And they're good bits. I don't love everything. Actually, I don't love anything yet. But I feel like it's finally starting to come together. So, although my dilemma is if I cannot keep the Chromebook card up there, that means I have to bring it back here. But I can put it on that side. Actually, that might be 100% okay to put it on that side because I'm moving my chair. So I will have room over there. Okay. Thanks, y'all. I just have to talk through things and we're just going to get it together. Okay. Let's put this back together. Tell me what you think. Is this a good choice or not? And we'll go from there. But I think I'm going to try to somewhat reorganize. I'm going to actually look through those and figure out why this one is shorter. I 100% hate it. ISBN, RS. That's not even the correct box for Shiloh. So this box is shorter than all the rest of these and it just makes me crazy and I don't know what to do about it. So I'm gonna try and like put them back in there in the correct order, but also do a little bit of straightening, but I don't know the curriculum yet. So I don't know what it's supposed to look like or be. I did help with it last year, but I just don't know. I don't know what I don't know, and I'm starting to get a little bit stressed. But this is why I have to get all of this done. I hope you guys can even see me. This is why we have to get all of this done before school even starts, before in-service starts, because I need that time with my team to learn. That's what in-service is actually for, not getting classrooms ready. And I would rather spend this time now and not stress about it once school starts. So, okay, let's go back to time lapse. Set this back up, make some additional progress. Oh my gosh, another hour has flown by. I feel like everything's taking me an hour at a time. Again, I still don't love anything, but it's okay. My mind is getting wrapped around it little by little. I feel like I'm just making a bigger mess half the time. I'm just moving things from one place to another. So, anyway, let me walk you through where we're at right now, what I've done so far, and then I've got all of those books I need to label and level. So, I'll do that real quick, and then I'm probably going to get out of here. It's just a lot. Oh, I swear it was just 3:08. It's 3:35. Time is flying by. So, anyway, let me show you what I've done so far. Okay, I'm not happy with how these bins are sorted, and they're certainly not labeled. Those used to be my reading groups in title, so I just left those labels. So these are a few more like game options. Don't spill the beans, and then that's like a projector that they can draw, and they love doing that kind of stuff. That's like a craft for making bookmarks. That's like building stuff, cars, and then that's like extra supplies and stuff. That's like bubbles and sidewalk chalk, so outside stuff. That's like kind of STEM stuff, so it's like stacking chairs and geometric shapes, flashcards. And then I had to put my Legos back there because there was literally nowhere else, but I don't mind them so much there. It kind of looks okay. That's a little magic kit. I did straighten up my sticker store and move it down a little bit, so I need to make the vinyl to go above it that says sticker store. And then I just put my treasure box there. Probably not going to stay there, but that is all reset. Looks real good. I'm coming to terms with it. I don't mind it so much. Didn't do much more over here other than added a few more game things. Put that book box over there. Moved that down there. Put all my reading buddies on that shelf, which I kind of like. So I'm kind of okay with that. Move the Chromebook cart back here because I really don't think they're going to let me have it in front of the closet over there. This corner is still into the unknown because we have to wait till my boards are moved. And then once my boards are moved, I can hang my backpack hooks and I can start figuring out this side of the room. But heaven knows I have enough on this side to figure out. I moved all of the reading notebooks that were kind of mingled in with the books over here over to there, kind of like with my curriculum section. So that's kind of nice. And then moved all the paper up there. That's kind of going to be like, well, like grab and get it supplies, but that's what I was kind of thinking those bins might be. So I don't know at this point. I did move my chair up there. I want to ask if I can move it further back into the corner. But for now, it's fine there, and you can still get into the closet. And I think that's it for now. Have you seen my lamps? They're so cute, but I need lampshades, and I am striking out everywhere I go. So I've got those two lamps and those two lamps. That's part of decorating, and I'm not to that part yet in my brain. So what I've been doing the last several minutes was clearing out those trays, bins, whatever, trays. So y'all, my plans have been ruined. So let me unstack this. Hang on. So my plan all along was to take these and give one to each student, and then they fit perfectly inside of a desk. And so they have this that they can pull out, put their stuff in, still have room right there for their Chromebook and a pencil box or whatever. And that's just for like their whiteboard, marker, all their just like things that they need. But not all desks are created equal. It does not fit, guys. I am so bummed. Literally, since I have been a para, because this desk is the only desk I had in my classroom. And I used it for organization and for, like, it was just kind of where I taught from a lot of times. And so that's how I had it. I had the things I needed for my next lesson in this basket, and they don't fit in the desks. And I am seriously so bummed. So I don't know, maybe I can find some a little bit shallower baskets or something. I don't know what to do. Because I seriously already have like 20 of them. I only need a few more because I have 24 students, which this is only 8 desks. How am I going to get 24 desks in here? Like I have no idea. I literally have no idea. I may have to move my small group area or something. I like it beside my teacher desk because it just gives it a little bit more like place of authority, I guess. Plus, I don't know, the kids just like coming up and working with me when I was subbing next door because she had her small group table at her desk. And I just liked that they liked coming up there and working with me. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just a good option. So I don't know. I need that wall to get figured out. I don't even have desks in here. That's a problem for another day. So I don't know. I feel like I'm about done because I'm a little bit stumped at this point. So, well, I'm not done, but I'm not going to do anything else organizationally wise today. I am going to level all of those books. A lot of them I found while I was doing the library and realized they weren't leveled, but then also I could use a nap today. Oh my goodness. I was given a bunch of other books from a friend of mine, and and I bought some at a bins sale. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna do the leveling, and that's mindless work, so I can do it while I'm not thinking for a little bit, and we'll go from there. But feeling a little defeated, deflated, lost at the moment. We'll get there. Okay, my phone's about to die. Thought I saw somebody walk by, but I think it was just a reflection of my own self in the window. Okay, so I have first, second, third, fourth, and fifth and up. So that's it. And then all those cannot be leveled. Some of them are fun books I'll put with the other fun books just to look at, like these right here, Calvin and Hobbes. Those are always fun for kids to look at. And now I think for real, all of my books are leveled. So I'm going to put them on the shelf and then I'm going to call it a day. It is 4:47. Definitely stayed longer than I intended to. And honestly, feel like I got so much less than I should have for the length of time that I've been here. But also, I did get a lot done. So I just need to be gentle with myself because there's a lot to do and I can only do what I can do. So anyway, I think we've made good progress. I think this will probably be the end of classroom setup part 2. I'll hit the ground running next week. I'm going to take pictures before I leave so I can really think through some of the things that I'm still not sure about. Also, hopefully maintenance will have made it in and get my boards moved. That will allow me to work on that wall, which is I feel like once that wall gets moving and grooving, I can really start working through my thought process. So right now I just moved my beanbag over to my calm down corner. I do believe I'm going to move my cart back up to the front. And I think I'm just going to use that as like my little, I don't know, like I'll probably put like read aloud books and stuff on it and have it for like a little bookshelf basically up there by my teacher chair. Not teacher chair, but reading chair. That's my teacher chair at my teacher desk. So I also have ordered several things off of Amazon, all of my hooks for my backpack system, whatever I'm going to end up doing over there. I've ordered my teacher toolbox, which will allow me to do some organizing over there. And I don't even know what other things I've ordered off my Amazon wish list, but they will be on Monday. I take my second part of it's my core combined test on Monday, so I probably won't come up here on Monday, but maybe, who knows. Otherwise, I'll just be back, and then Tuesday I can't, so probably Wednesday of next week. So anyway, that's why I need to wrap this one up and just call it good on part 2 of classroom setup. I think we made some good headway. Thanks for letting me talk through a lot of stuff. This won't be up by the time I work in here again, but please tell me your opinions, especially if you've been a teacher for a while. What are your thoughts? Because anything that can help with my classroom management, maybe, like I said, maybe this teacher table or this small group table is not best suited for here. So whatever anything that can help me to be more fluid in my day, I would be very open to your suggestions. Kindly, of course, don't say you are so wrong and you are so dumb, because I know it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I don't know. I've already said that 100 times. So just be kind. Kindly let me know what I could do better, and I would appreciate it. So that's that. I just have a little bit more organizing to do, and then I think I can start getting my decorations up. I think by the end of next week, I should be in a very good place that I can actually take off the first 3 days of the next week, because that's back to school for me. So, yeah, I'm trying to get all of this done by next Friday, which is, I think, August 2nd. So I think I'm in an okay place to leave for the minute, especially since I am not going to be able to be back until next week, next like Wednesday probably. Anyhow, thanks for coming along with me on Classroom Setup Part 2. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. Leave me those comments and suggestions down below in the comment box. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I have at least 1 and maybe 2 more classroom setup videos coming your way. So if you don't want to miss how my classroom ends up turning out, make sure you are subscribed so that you can see that. I do other content on this channel as well. I do a grocery haul every Thursday and a weekly vlog every Saturday. And then my Monday upload is either Disney or ministry or this teaching. So it's kind of a random hodgepodge of a whole bunch of different things. So if you like a plethora of content, make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss any of what comes out in the future. So thank y'all again for coming along with me today on this one. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.